that's a possibility. If it is losing mass, then certainly it would also be affecting time in a very localized manner.
By looking at new technology, you could break through new commercial aspects to improve our society.
We should be looking for a disruptive breakthrough in this technology within the next 10 years. We're on the brink of developing any number of potential propulsion systems which can take us out of the solar system. I think we're going to beat NASA to the mark.
So I graduated from the UCLA School of Engineering in 1976. I got a flyer from the School of Engineering inviting me to a lecture by Ben Rich.
Ben Rich was the director of Lockheed's Skunk Works for 16 years. He oversaw a number of USAPs that were secretly managed at the Skunk Works, including, most notably, the development of the F-117 stealth fighter.
Ben shared a slide set of about 40 slides of different things, starting with the U-2 spy plane, going all the way up to the stealth fighter at that time, mentioning that he couldn't talk about the other secret stuff. But when he ended his talk, he had a slide of a black disc zipping off into outer space. And he ended his talk with these words: "We now have the technology to take ET home."
So you have to have vision, and you have to have the guts and the courage to go out past the steps and do something of any value, and we have to go past our grasp.
And we asked him questions about it. What did you mean when you said we have the technology to take ET home? Ben shared three major things that I think are worthy of research by researchers worldwide at this point in time. The first was we've somehow figured out how to do interstellar travel already. It's known. The second point he made was that there was an error in the equations. My suspicion is it's probably Maxwell's equations for electromagnetic theory. The third thing he said was, how does ESP work? And I was really kind of startled because I didn't know what to say. But I blurted out, I don't know, all points in time and space are connected. And he looked me back in the eye and he said, that's how it works.
History has taught us that to simply innovate new technology may not be enough. We have to find a way to get past the suppression.
We've already now had a breakthrough just a couple months ago of the tritium battery. Finally, a company has come up with an actual commercializable unit, but it's very small. It's designed for an IC or some small circuit component. So this is a good sign because it shows the way to introduce a free energy device is to introduce a small version. If you have a revolutionary energy device, it has to be introduced in a way that doesn't look like it's a revolution.
Science is always changing, and even back in the 1960s, they thought that biofeedback, for example, was impossible. But now, of course, we know that that itself is an absurd statement. We have even toys on the market that allow people to play with biofeedback.
These sciences have been around for decades. They have been ruthlessly kept secret because of the kleptocracy of what I call the petrofascists, the people who are hell-bent on maintaining the power of a centralized petrodollar oil, gas, coal system. So that does create scarcity because that is a zero-sum game. But when you take us off that system onto this new system, it's an entirely new macroeconomic order, and scarcity becomes non-existent.
After years of disappointments, Dr. Greer and his team are now attempting to build an energy research lab in Virginia, where scientists and inventors with working prototypes will have a safe haven to build.
So this is an example of how the analysis is done.